Yo, bloodshed, and there's no letting up. Our time make you righteous. Others go wrong, I stay strong in this world. They're stripped with envy. Top shotters make it killing, but their mind is messy.
Yes, people, welcome to another edition of ITellYah's 3-Minute Rant. And just for clarification purposes, don't get me wrong, it was a very bad stoppage by Tony Weeks. Very bad stoppage. But the stoppage helped all you Kovalev fans, because now you can say, oh, controversial defeat. Inconclusive like the first one. Get me wrong, the first fight, which I gave, you might say biased, but I gave to Ward. Close, very close points decision. But the first fight, Kovalev was way up early in the fight. Some might say he gassed, Kovalev gassed, or he took his foot off the pedal. But Ward had to step up his game in the second after the fight. Came in back into it second after the fight. Was coming on strong, and that's what allowed him, in my opinion, to get the close points decision. This fight was way different. Ward was in the fight early, neck and neck, and then getting through the middle rounds, I think he started to step up game even more. And you can see again, like similar to the first fight, Ward started to come on a bit more in the middle rounds, getting closer to the end of the rounds, and Kovalev started to struggle. And it was more significant because in the 8th round, Ward stumbled him. He actually stumbled him, which is, to me, was very significant because Ward is not a big puncher. He can punch, don't get me wrong, and he has stopped people, but by trade, he's not a big puncher. He's more of a, he wears you down, uses slick boxing, great defense, he's cunning, he's strong, he's tight, he can box it, he can box it up close, but he's not really a big puncher by trade. So from he's getting to and stumbling Kovalev in the 8th round like he did, that's significant. And people might talk about the low blows, and out of, I don't know, I think about the 5 blows, I personally think only one was probably low. The rest to me was on the belt. The trumps were quite high, and if you look at the beginning of the fight, Tony Weeks did point to the belt and say, this is good, and that is where most of the blows were landed. So a lot of people, I think a lot of Kovalev fans been talking all week about controversial defeat. You're actually lucky he got stopped controversially, because if Tony Weeks gave Kovalev a standing 8 like he should have done, Ward would have went on and Ward would have stopped Kovalev more conclusively. He was coming on stronger. You can see Kovalev was getting weaker and weaker by the rounds. Don't get me wrong, Kovalev still had his big punch, but it looked like it was getting weaker and weaker as the rounds gone on. Ward was getting stronger and stronger as the rounds went on. If Ward would have not stopped him in the next couple rounds, he would have had it gone for an easy unanimous point decision with no controversy, and it would have been a wide victory. So count yourselves lucky, Kovalev fans, that you could come out and say that your boy lost to a controversial defeat. Because if Tony Weeks, as a bad stoppage, Tony Weeks gave him the what he should have done, the standing 8 count, and made the fight went on, it would have been a more conclusive stoppage or a way wide points decision. So count yourself lucky, Kovalev fans, and stop bitching your boy lost. Face it. Anyway, my turn.
It's dodgy. Well, if you're looking like you're supposed to, it's fine and dandy. Your solution to your life ain't lucky. Maybe all the bucky case things get sticky. Looking tricky. A wild man, us of the streets.